Joining us now with more is Jordan Sekulow with the American Center for Law and Justice. Jordan, White House Press Secretary Jay Carney called the idea of a cover-up over the talking points on Benghazi a, quote, bogus GOP conspiracy. What do you say to that?
It's politics. And remember, the Benghazi attacks were right before the November presidential elections in 2012. And the Obama administration, and you remember President Obama had talked a number of times throughout that campaign about al-Qaeda being on the run and al-Qaeda almost not existing anymore and no longer being the same kind of threat it was. And to admit that there was a coordinated Islamic terrorist attack by al-Qaeda affiliates that killed 4 Americans, of course, undermine that entire message. And so we've now seen from an email that had to be released because of a court order. And important for everyone to know, Jay Carney has claimed that this email wasn't about Benghazi, and the court order was only about Benghazi information. So if they felt like they were compelled to release it by the court, it was because it's Benghazi related.
Jordan, Republican Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina is calling the email a smoking gun. Do you agree?
We do agree. You know, this has been what people have been missing. This email initially was released to Congress, but it was heavily redacted, so you could barely see what was in it. But what we are seeing now is that a couple of days, and we can't forget this part either when politics are at play, Hillary Clinton was talking about this video being the inspiration and protests and of course, the opposite of a coordinated terrorist attack, but something that was spontaneous. Remember, she said the thing about 4 guys walking down the street, a group of guys saying, let's kill some Americans tonight. She said that in one of her final testimonies before Congress. This was being said days after. And so this email came to prep Susan Rice, who was then the UN ambassador for the United States and now is the national security advisor to President Obama at the White House. And it was to prep her for, remember, everybody knows, she did all of the Sunday news shows. Likely why she's not Secretary of State right now is because she went on those shows with the talking points that we're now reading that had no mention of the word terrorism, and it's not in the email either, no mention of an actual coordinated attack, but instead all about a video, which the CIA has said they never told the administration that they were concerned that a video had inspired this attack.
How potentially damaging to the White House is all this?
Well, that's up to the American people at this point. You know, it is ultimately the cover-up is usually the big problem in Washington. That's the top scandal. And this is a dangerous position, and there's why everyone should care that's out there right now. Because if we allow Congress or politicians, and the president as well, to use our intelligence capabilities, to use our military, and then misuse their talking points to try and put together a political message, that we're going down a dangerous road that will be repeated again and again and again. The military, our intelligence apparatus, are not to serve the political interests of our elected leaders. They're to protect America and our national security interests. And that's why it's more important than just some talking points. Of course, it's about the 4 Americans who were killed and not letting this happen again and not letting the misuse of our military and intelligence forces.
All right, Jordan Sekulow of the American Center for Law and Justice. Thanks for your time, sir, and for breaking it down for us.
Thank you, Mark.